a sponsor?
You think so?
But you should put it on the floor.
You guys want me to ask you questions?
No, I don't want to answer your question.
Go ahead.
We started, so.
Are we, is Mike ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you guys have 4 games in the next 8 days. How important is the conditioning going to be, and how do you see that for the team, how conditioning is going?
I think we have the hardest strength coach in the country, so I think we're prepared for this. We've been doing this. We've been practicing hard every single day for a couple months now, so I think it's going to be fine. I think just staying healthy, getting in treatment, rehab, things like that is going to be important.
So both of you have experienced this before, and you've experienced the pace of not only NCAA tournaments and Pac-12 tournaments and just the regular schedule last year where you went Friday, Sunday, right? And the next day you just have to put that aside, get better for the next game, right? How do you help those that haven't gone through it get going, because you're thrown into the fire right away right now?
I feel like just making sure everyone stays on top of treatment, because if you're doing recovery for your body, like, you'll feel fine, like, you can play as many minutes as you need to.
Yeah, that, and I don't think you can really prepare them for that. We got thrown in the fire. You just got to get used to it. It just comes with practice, comes with time. They'll get used to it. It's going to take a while because, you know, it hurt for us for a little bit. But other than that, I think they'll be fine.
And Isis, you're one who you see a big difference in, like, your strength and everything, your conditioning this year. What's different about how Arizona does strength and conditioning to what you did before?
I feel like it's not so much different in strength and conditioning. It's more like I made some lifestyle changes, like been more focused on what I eat and stuff like that and what I do outside of basketball. And so I feel like that's really helped me to transform my body.
Hey, Kim asked Adia a funny question the other night about you, Isis. She said, how many bigs get on the ground like that and go after 50-50 balls and stuff? What was it in the off season that you did that sort of just flipped, right? That's part of who you are now.
I don't know. I just trying to get every possession for my teammates. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, when you care about your team, like, you do a little more, I feel like.
You're both captains this year. What does that mean to each of you? What do you feel the responsibility is in that role?
I think we kind of took on that role, not even knowing we was going to be captains. That's kind of the people we are. We come into practice, holding each other accountable, holding our teammates accountable. We are kind of the ones that are the most vocal. I think we hold ourselves to a higher standard, and I think that kind of bled over into who's captain.
I agree with what she said. Like, we've been having this energy since June 1st, June 1st when we got here. I'm sorry. I lost my voice the other night during our game. I'm not sick. But yeah, what she said.
And both of you have been doing videos to get your peers out to vote. Why was it so important for you two to do those and to sort of step up and sort of hopefully influence your peers to vote?
Not Isis, but she's a granny. This is my first time being able to vote, so it's important for me just because we have the next generation is being able to use their voice. I think it's important that you exercise that and you take accountability for that. I think it's kind of it's definitely your right to do that, but it's also you got to take pride in that. And I think being young and having goals and views for the future, I think you need to exercise your voice and use that to inspire other people. So that's kind of what I've been using my platform for, and just letting people know that I'm going to be voting and they should do the same.
I mean, she hit it. I mean, if everyone votes, like, every vote is important, like, even if you don't think it is, like, especially because all of us vote in different states because we're not all from here. So voting in your state is important.
And for you, Jada, being your first time, what did it feel like for you? I'm under the impression you did a mail-in vote, right? What did it feel like for you for the first time? And Isis, it's a little bit of old hat, but what was it like for you, and how do you feel when you vote? Do you get excited? You feel part of the whole system and like you're doing something important and everything?
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of like when I sent in my ballot, I kind of felt like it was like I breathed out, like, oh, like hopefully like my vote like makes a change. Because I feel like, especially with this election, like either way it goes, it's going to be a big difference in what's going to go on in the country. So I feel like it just felt really important this year.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. I think it's more about like, it's not about what they do or what you do. It's about what you believe in and what you think that person is going to do for you and your beliefs and represent what you believe most. And I think that's important, especially for our generation. So I think like ISIS, like I just took a deep breath, like hopefully it does something. Like you can't do, that's the most you can do. You know, you can't make somebody else vote. You can't vote for them or really change their mind, honestly. So I would just say it was kind of a relief.
What do you guys think you need to focus on these first few games to be successful?
I would say coming in, being ready. I think we kind of have some slow starts. So coming in, punching first, we pick it up, but we need to have that same intensity the whole game.
Yeah, I agree. We just need to have defensive energy the whole game, not just the second half.
What do you think the defense has taken a while to kick in, whereas the offense has started right away?
I feel like it's just like we're a new team. Like we have to gel together, together. So we have to figure out like help side rotation and stuff like that. Like I feel like some of the newer people, like as the game gets going, they get more comfortable and more confident. But like at the beginning of the game, we need to just have confidence in each other and ourselves.
And does it, you know, we always think about Arizona's defense as it's complex, right? And as the season goes on and you learn more, little, you know, more tweaks and more things get put into it. Is that part of it that in the beginning too, while you guys have been here and you know the system, you're still learning it, and you're learning whatever is different at the moment, and it's going to be different for this year. But is that what's hard for people who come in? Like Isis, you came in last year. You were new last year as a freshman, and you came in as an upperclassman. And was it difficult for you to sort of get into it because of all the complexity of the defense?
Yeah, I think they throw a lot of different things at you. You have to guard different type of screens and like, for example, the foreigners, they're learning something in a new language. They're learning how to guard things differently. Maybe they never guarded it this way, so they're getting a lot of things thrown at them at one time. And we don't. A lot of these teams we don't have scout on yet because it's the beginning of the season, so we're just guessing kind of. And so we're just working on the basics, like how to guard off the ball screen, on ball screen, things like that. So you guard it different ways, and for different people, you're going to guard it differently. So I think just them learning that, being comfortable, being confident in that, it just takes practice. So as time goes on, everyone will mature a little bit more. Everyone will be more comfortable. It'll be habits instead of thinking about it.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like, I mean, every day we work on defense in practice, and like you could see the younger girls and the new people get better every single day. So I feel like as the season goes on, they're going to be more confident in the system.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.